Good day to all. Today we are discuss about the types of guarantee. Types of guarantee. The Indian Contract Act defines guarantee as a contract in which one promises to discharge the liability of the other upon the default of the letter, creditor, debtor, and surety are the three parties to the contract of guarantee. This contract is formed by the consent of the all three parties to the contract. Guarantee contract may oral or written. The contract of guarantee is the different types of depending on the contract content and the nature of the same. Here under are the different types of guarantee contract. Next one, types of contract: unilateral contract or commercial contract, bank guarantee, letter of credit, absolute performance bonds, retrospective guarantee, prospective guarantee, specific guarantee, continuing guarantee. Next one, unilateral contract of commercial credit. This is a type of contract of guarantee usually seen in trade transactions. It commonly arises between the wholesale trader and retail trader. Also, it arises between a retail trader and the customers. In this in this type of guarantee contract, the goods are delivered against to payment but within an agreement. The agreement between the parties is either written or oral. The agreement may or may not have any securities against the discharge payment of the letter of trade. Date bank guarantee. This type of guarantee contract is common in the contract of the government. Also, it is common in renter for contract. This type of guarantee contract is a commercial document. The bank guarantee is autonomous and independent of the contract that is underlying it. It is a guarantee from a bank against the liabilities. Retrospective guarantee. When the guarantee is given for extensions, obligations, or debit, it is called retrospective guarantee. Next one, letter of credit. A letter of credit is an instrument which is written by one person to the other about giving of credit. The one who writes the letter requests the other to give credit to the bearer of the letter, or in those favor the letter is drawn. It is the international trust. This practice is common seen. These can be central letter of the credit which is drawn against the in central, or special letter of credit which is drawn against a specific persons with all the information of the enclosed. Next one, absolute performance bonds. Absolute means the perfect. Absolute performance bonds means absolute means perfect, and it also means complete. This type of guarantee is contract. Surety pays the amount written in the contract upon the failure to discharge of the contract by the persons against whom the guarantee is given. Absolute performance guarantee means absolute means perfect. The contract is complete, fully surety of the contract. The amount written of the contract is called absolute and performance the contract. Next one, prospective prospective contract. When the guarantee is given for the future obligation or debt is called prospective guarantee. Prospective guarantee means when the guarantee in the future obligation or debt is the called prospective guarantee. Next one's rights of surety. A contract of guarantee shall also safety all the necessary conditions or elements of a valid contract. Future safety and necessary is called the valid contract. As per section 127, anything done by any promise made or the benefit of the principal debtors and provides sufficient consideration to the surety giving the guarantee to the creditor. For example, Bharat asked Anil to sell goods to him, credit and deliver them. Anil agrees to on a condition that Charu will guarantee the payment of the price of the goods. Charu guarantee the payment is consideration of Anil promise to deliver the goods. This is the sufficient consideration of Charu surety's promise. Next one, rights of a surety. A surety has the following rights. First one, rights against the creditor, rights against the principal debtor, sureties rights against the co-sureties. The main 3 points is creditor and principal debtor and co-sureties. This is the main three parties of the sureties. Next one, rights against the creditor. As per section 141, surety is eligible benefit to the every security. Surety is the eligible to benefit of every security, which is the creditors against the principal debtor. These holds true even if at the time of entering into contract of guarantee, the surety was unaware the extensions of the such security. Next one, also when the creditor losses or parts which such security without the consent of the surety, it is discharged. The surety was extent of the value of such security. Next one, rights against the principal debtor. Once the surety discharges the debt, is called the principal debtor. He obtains the right of a creditor against the principal debtor. He can now sue the principal debtor for the amount of debt paid by him creditor due to the default of the principal debtor. In case where the principal debtor discovering that the debt has become due to starts disposing his properties in order to prevent censure by the surety. The surety can compel of the debtor to pay the debt, discharge him for his liability to pay. Next one, surety's rights against the co-sureties. When a surety pays more than the share to the creditor, he has a right of contribution from the co-sureties who are equally liable to, for example, Anthony, Pagia and Chaya are the co-sureties to David for some rupees 30,000 lent to Irvin who made a difficult in payment. This Anthony, Barha and Chaya are liable to pay the 10,000 assets between them. So in this case, if any of them pays more than rupees 10,000, he can claim the excess from the other two co-sureties as they reduce his payment only 10,000. However, if one of the co-sureties becomes insolvent, the co-sureties is the contribute the share equally. This is called the sureties rights against the co-sureties. Okay, students, thank you.